Hi, this is Ms. Rosevier from PS11. Today I'm going to teach you about a test-taking strategy in which you cover the answer choices in a multiple choice question. This strategy works well because it gives you the chance to think about what your answer would be without being swayed or distracted by the multiple choice answers that are given to you. Okay, so this is the text we're going to be looking at. The strategy works for ELA or math. We're going to start with ELA. So we're going to look at this text, why do animals play, and this question right here. Now I'm just going to hide these answer choices, which is the whole strategy, right? We're going to hide answer choices so we don't get distracted by them. I'm using a program that lets me digitally cover them. When you take the test, you simply put your hand over the choices so you don't read them. Okay, here we go. Animals need to play just like humans. Through play, both humans and animals can learn about the dangers in our world. Why do animals play? In the interest of time, we're going to pretend that we've read this together, but basically, I think it's a nonfiction text, and we're going to be learning the importance of play for animals and how it teaches them about the dangers of our world. Okay? So, the question here is, before wolf pups can hunt together, they must first, seems like I have to complete that sentence with an answer. So before wolf pups can hunt together, they must first do something. I'm going to scroll down to the section of the text that talks about wolves and read it to you. So we're going to look at paragraph 6 and 7 in the text. Wolves live in family groups called packs. When the pups are grown up, they will hunt together and watch out for each other. So they must learn to communicate. A wolf pup signals another pup that she wants to play. She stretches out her front legs and bows. She wiggles and wags her tails. As they play, both pups hold their mouths slightly open. That's how they tell each other, yes, we are still playing. All right, let's take a look at our question again. Before wolf pups can hunt together, they must first. I want to encourage you to look back at the highlighted text and see if you could figure out what you think the answer might be to this question. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, I hope you've had a moment to think about it. I'm going to go back to the text now and see if I can find out what my answer would be. So as I was reading this highlighted text, something that stuck out to me was that when pups are grown up, they have to hunt together and watch out for each other. And this word really stood out to me. So because of that, they have to learn how to communicate. A wolf pup signals another pup that she wants to play. Well, I think that signals is also important because signaling is a physical way of communicating. So if I were to think about what my answer might be, I think it would be something like, before wolf pups can hunt together, they must first communicate through signals or signaling, okay? And that's what I think the answer would be to this question. Now I'm going to go to my multiple choice question. I'm going to read all the options and see which one best fits my thinking. So let's take a look at the first one. Before wolf pups can hunt together, they must first discover new games. It doesn't really talk about new games in the text, so I'm going to probably not choose that one. They're just playing together, aren't specific games. Okay, let's look at answer choice B. Before wolf pups can hunt together, they must first learn to use signals. That kind of matches what I was thinking. It's not exactly what I have, but I think it's pretty close, right? Learn to use signals, communicate through signals. This might be my choice, but you always want to make sure you read through every single multiple choice option before you pick an answer. That's a critical move when you're doing a multiple choice test, okay? Don't just pick the first one that you think it is. Read all of them. Okay, C. Practice with toys. It doesn't talk about toys in this section at all, so I'm going to keep going. Finally, know how to race. Doesn't talk about racing here, just talks about playing. So I think my first instinct that learn how to use signals would be my answer. All right, that's how you would use covering the answer choices. You generate your own thinking and then see which one best matches your thinking. All right, let's look at a math question. So here we have a math question. I'm going to hide my answers so I don't get distracted by them. And let's look at this. Which expression could be used to find the total number of circles shown below? Well, I want to think to myself how many circles are here. And I also want to remember that an expression does not have an equal sign. So again, I'm going to encourage you to pause the video and see if you can come up with what you think the answer is before we move on. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, I hope you had a moment to think about it. I'm going to show you what my thinking would be and then how I would go through the answer choices. So, I was looking at these circles, and it seems that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 circles in this row, and there's a matching 10 circles in this row. So to me, it seems like there are 2 groups of 10. How could I represent this in an expression? Well, let me think about this. 2 groups of 10. That kind of sounds like multiplication to me, so maybe it would be 2 groups of 10, so 2 times 10, and that would give me a total of 20. Okay, because there's 10 here, and that makes 20. So that would work. I guess another way I could represent this with an expression would be 10 plus 10. Not my first choice, but it's another way maybe. So this is my thinking right here. Now I'm going to go to my answer choices and see if any of them match. So choice A, 2 plus 20. That doesn't really make sense to me because there's a total of 20. So if I added 2 to that, there'd be 2 more, and that's not really what this picture is representing. Okay, I don't think that's my answer. 2 times 20. Well, I think there's 2 groups for sure, but the total is 20, and 2 times 20 would be 40. That's not how many circles are here. I'm going to keep going. 2 plus 10. Well, I know there is a group of 10 and another group of 10, but 2 plus 10 is 12, and that's not what I have here. I have 20. Okay, last choice, let's see. 2 times 10. Yeah, that's what I have, 2 times 10, because it's 2 groups of 10. 2 times 10 is 20. I would pick answer choice D. So I hope you see how covering the answers can help you rely on your own knowledge and your own mind before being swayed by the multiple choice options. Please try this out on the test. I hope it helps.